Okay. Wow. So yeah, guys, GMosser here. You were not supposed to see that. Yeah, this is my first ever live stream on this channel, and so yeah. Anyways, today we are reacting to 14 scary animated horror stories by none other than Llama Arts. So let's do this. But before I do, let me just put the chat right here so I can see what's up if anything is up. But anyways, you all know what time it is. Crap. Display capture. Alright. Oh, and of course, gotta get the lights. Let's go. Alright.
I was looking for a car to buy for my son for his 18th birthday.
Uh-huh.
I was searching all the typical car websites, cars.com, eBay Motors. They were all overpriced as expected.
He looks bored as hell!
was the only place to find an actual deal.
Ah, Craigslist.
About a week into my search, I found an 03 Toyota Camry. It had 67,000 miles, no accidents, no damage, and good condition for only $3,500. This seems like a steal for such a reliable car with such low mileage. The seller lived about 10 miles from me, which was a reasonable drive when looking for a car. I gave him a call to set up a time to come check it out. The man sounded normal on the phone. He assured me that there were absolutely no problems.
Why? What?
He introduced himself.
Why did that scare me?
I brought along $3,500 in cash, even though I planned on wiggling down the price as much as possible. I pulled up the dirt road to Bob's property about 15 minutes early.
I don't even know, man.
It was a tiny little house with a decent-sized property, only because it was a bit far from the nearest neighbors. The garage was open, so I walked over to see if anybody was inside, but except for an unusual amount of car parts, it was empty. The car was nowhere in sight.
Don't do it!
The only car on the property was an old pickup truck. I went over to the front door to check the house numbers. It was the right address. The doorbell button was missing, so I knocked on the front door. I knocked for exactly 5 minutes before deciding to give the man a call. So I dialed his number and I heard the sound of a cell phone ringing from inside the house. I was extremely confused at this point. Now I knew I had the right house. I didn't understand why, if he was home, why he wasn't answering.
Because he doesn't care!
I had to take a peek through one of the
because
windows to
he
see
has
if
a
anybody
life!
was inside. Peering through the glass, I
Don't
couldn't really see much
touch
as it was pretty
the
dark
curtains.
inside the house. I saw a very old-fashioned dining room set, but across from that, I saw somebody standing at the back door of the house.
What the hell?
Outside.
Why?
I figured that must have been Bob, so I knocked on the window, but he didn't even
Who
move.
cares if it's Bob?
There was no gate or anything in the backyard. It was just a wide open yard, since this wasn't a rural area. I simply walked around the house to the backyard.
No!
I didn't understand how he couldn't hear me.
No!
When I got to the back door, I made a shocking realization.
I'm gonna
The figure
run.
standing by the door was a taxidermied human being. I ran straight back the way I came and back to my car.
What?
I looked up one last time before driving off. The blinds to the window I had peeked into had been shut.
What was
I
that?
could see two of the blinds.
What was I looking at?
Somebody was at that window watching me.
No.
You can probably guess I had the gas pedal to the floor the whole way home.
No.
The whole situation still makes no sense. All the car parts, the fact that there was no Toyota Camry, the taxidermied human being, the fact that there was no car there leads me to believe that whoever that man wasn't planning on selling me anything. And that also leads to the disturbing thought that I was very close to becoming a lifeless statue staring out that man's back door.
Why? Well, we made it past one somehow.
I was on tour trying to find some really deep websites. I was in a chat room where people normally shared links to deeper websites and weird pictures and videos, commonly illegal pornography. Some guy named Vintage Triple X posted a link without describing what it was. I clicked on it, and it took me to a black screen where a big video box eventually popped up with a play button. The video thumbnail was a dark room, only lit by a TV screen. Out of curiosity, I clicked play, and began to hear the sound of TV static in the background as lines of static slowly swam down the video screen. There was no seek bar on this video. Then, I noticed something slowly begin to emerge from behind the wall. It was a figure dressed in all black with some kind of black mask on as well. I started to suspect it was a jump scare video, and I thought I was right when the figure leaped out and ran to the screen in less than a second. It still got me, even though I was expecting it, but then it got strange. The person had their face in front of the screen, slowly moving around as if he could see me and was observing me. Then I heard a crackly, demonic voice say something. It came from the video. It repeated itself, and I could make the phrase out to be,
"What?
Ask me something."
No.
I was really confused.
I will not.
I tried typing something, but
I would have
there was
left
nowhere
the
to enter
call by
text.
now.
Then
You
he
kidding
said,
me?
"No, not the keyboard. Say something." I felt
No!
my heart push the inside of my chest as he said this. I opened my mouth and mumbled the words, "You can hear me?" It responded with, "Yes." I was uncomfortable now. I thought it was a video. I pressed pause, but it didn't do anything. He said, "Don't try to leave. I want to talk."
Yeah, well,
tried
I
moving the mouse to
don't.
the exit
I
button,
don't
but
want to
the mouse was
talk.
frozen.
I want to
In fact,
leave.
none of the keys were responding on my
I
keyboard.
want to go
There was a long moment of
do
silence
anything else but
before
this.
my webcam
Anything
began
else.
flashing as if it were on, and my face popped up on the screen. "There, I got a picture of you now. Just hang on while I get your address, and then we can meet." I started to panic.
You better change your
smashing every
address,
key on the
phone number,
keyboard,
name,
spazzing the mouse,
shave
but it
your
did
head.
nothing. I had my finger on the power button, but it also didn't do anything.
You have a lot
The
of work to
computer
do,
wouldn't turn
so
off.
he doesn't find you.
The voice was saying crazy things like,
Unless you want him
"You're
to find
stuck
you.
here. I will find you. Don't even bother." I snatched the screwdriver sitting on my desk, unscrewed the 4 screws on the bottom of my laptop, and took out the battery. The computer finally turned off.
Great.
I was gasping for air as if I just ran a marathon. My heart was pounding 5 times as fast as it should have.
I should not be laughing at this.
I have since left my laptop off after that, and have resorted to using my desktop as my main computer. I'm sure by now
riddance.
nothing will happen. He definitely didn't have enough time to get my address.
Ah, crap. Not ads.
Okay, class. Who would like to do problem 3 on the
No!
board?
Get this off! Help! I should seriously
It
get
was
ad
very
blocker.
common for me to be home alone at night, as I only lived with my dad, and his shifts would constantly shift from days to nights. This happened around the time my dad was doing night shifts. I would stay up really late on these nights watching movies. It's always taken me a long time to fall asleep, so after turning off the TV to go to sleep, I probably laid there for a good half hour. Then, I heard a toy fall over in my toy closet. It was nothing too suspicious, but it still creeped me out. But then, the doorknob to my closet started to wiggle, until finally unlocking the door.
What the
Hid under my covers, not making a sound. It was strangely quiet for a good 2 minutes, so I finally peeked my head out of the covers.
Dad?
There was a figure standing next to my bed, looking down at me.
Ah! What
Top
the?
of my lungs.
No! I'm done! No! Why? Ugh. I am literally setting myself up for a heart attack. Okay, did the webcam move too much? Yep, it did. Think I found this. Okay, that's a little too bright. It's probably not gonna work, but I don't know. I should definitely get a flashlight if I ever do this again. Anyways.
Began hugging the wall.
Oh, he's screaming! He's screaming! Me too, man! Me too!
I stayed in that
Is that the
position
pyro
for
from
like
Team
an hour
Fortress
before
2?
checking if he was really gone. The front door was left wide open, so it seemed he had left. I didn't get a minute of sleep that night.
Uh-huh.
This story's from the point of view of a
Stalker.
16-year-old girl.
Okay.
I used to have a boy living next door to me that was obsessed with me. His name was Joey. Every time I would go outside, Joey would come outside as well, as
He
if
looks
he were
like he's-
watching me through his windows.
He looks like he's 40!
He was 17 and very weird.
Kind of.
And he didn't seem to have any friends, as he was
He
always
looks
home.
old. Oh, what the...
I tried to give every sign possible that I didn't like this guy, but he wouldn't get the message. So I had to finally just tell him one day that I don't like him and to leave me alone.
That was...
The look on his
That was
face
to
that
him.
day
That
was
was to...
something that won't leave me.
What the...
It was the kind of angry look a toddler gives their parents when they can't have a toy. Coming from a 17-year-old, that's much more disturbing. One night, my parents left me to watch the house. I was working on a school project when I felt my bed shift a little bit.
Ah!
I looked under my bed.
Ah! Ah!
I saw Joey under my bed. I ran away and he tried to crawl out from under my bed. I ran to his
Why?
house.
Why?
About it when they opened
Why? What?
Joey
Oh, who
was
is that?
in the house, so I called the police. His parents begged me not to, but I ignored them. The police found
No!
him still in the
Call
room
the
and arrested
police!
him. Apparently, he
Put Johnny somewhere else! Or whatever his name is. I forgot what his name is.
Across his room.
Why?
The most disturbing one was of me sleeping, and it was taken from inside my room. I was typing away on my keyboard when I heard a noise from outside my cubicle. It sounded like just a random crack from the walls or something.
Alright.
It's unusual in this building, but I didn't get too concerned about it. I resumed typing away and was once again interrupted by a sound. This time, the sound of a computer starting up. It caught me off guard. I was sure nobody else was working the night shift. I stood up on my chair to get a view over the cubicle walls. The glare of a computer screen in the dark was visible in a cubicle on the opposite side of the room. Then I did something stupid. Something I regret.
Nope. Nope.
I asked if there was anybody there and I yelled.
Whoever you are over there! Turn your computer off! I'm trying to play Minecraft hardcore! Or something. I don't know. That might be a bad example. Who cares? I'm just gonna stop talking. How about that?
Hoping to get an answer from a fellow employee. But instead, I saw the glaring light of the computer monitor across the room turn off, and there was once again nothing but darkness on that side of the room. I started getting nervous. I turned off the lamp and computer screen so that I wouldn't give away my position to whoever that was. I crouched down and tiptoed out across to a nearby cubicle. There was just utter silence.
I swear, it's just like
I sat
Outlast.
waiting for something to happen for God knows how long, but I eventually decided the coast was clear. I tiptoed down past all the cubicles until I reached the opening near the exit door to the stairs and elevators, and that's when I realized that my fearful suspicion was true.
What? What
There was a
fearful
man
suspicion?
crouched down behind a plant in the corner of the room, dressed in all black. I felt my heart sink as I noticed him, but it didn't seem like he knew that I noticed him. I turned back to the stairway door. There was no way I was going to wait for the elevator and take a chance. I casually opened the door and closed it behind me, proceeding to walk down the stairs. After making it down about 2 flights of stairs, I heard the door above me push open aggressively.
Why? Why?
I raced down the stairs, running as fast as
Run!
I could.
Run!
Footsteps
Run!
getting louder. I
Run!
finally made it to the first floor, raced through the lobby, and out the front door. Whoever was in there didn't follow me. I immediately called the cops, along with one of my bosses. My boss said no one was scheduled to work except for me. The cops scanned the place from top to bottom. There was no one in there. I couldn't help them out with any description
Because he
was
got
wearing all
away.
black.
He got
I did continue to do the night shift for about a week after that, with my boss allowing me to lock all possible entrances to the floor, including the elevators. But I still wasn't.
After the hell you just went through, my guy, you deserve a raise! A raise! At least, yeah, you know what? After what he just went through, give him a raise, man. Give this guy a raise.
Comfortable with it. So ever since, I've been doing the day shifts.
Why? Why? Why?
This happened 4 years ago when I was still in high school. I was told to do my last delivery of my shift. I got in my car, which was a 1999 Camry, perfect for delivering pizzas.
Cool.
I GPSed the address on my phone. I live upstate in the country, so all pizza deliveries were long drives. I remember the sun was starting to set, so it was probably around 7 o'clock. I'd say
after everything that I just witnessed, I'm still shaking. I'm tingling. This isn't good for my health. But, too bad.
After a good 15 minutes of driving through the foresty dirt roads, my GPS said I had arrived. It was an old little cottage-like house made almost entirely of wood. It was sitting all by itself in the middle of absolutely nothing but forest. The lawn was completely unkept, as the grass was almost at knee height. I was used to this kind of thing, so I didn't think much of it. I took the pizza to the front door. There was no doorbell, so I knocked loudly on the door. Within 10 seconds, I heard the sound of footsteps hitting wood on the inside of the house. The footsteps made it to the door and stopped. I started to feel uneasy. I got the feeling that I was being watched. And that's when I noticed there was a peephole in the door.
Oh, hell no!
"It's the pizza guy," I called out.
Drop it and run!
Harsh-sounding voice on the other side of the door, telling me to bring the pizza out back. I didn't like the idea of going back there. Something didn't seem right.
No.
"Are you sure, sir?" I called out. He didn't answer my question. The sound of footsteps didn't move away from the door, so I had the feeling he was still watching me. I almost found myself walking back to my car, but I decided I didn't want any trouble with my boss. The last time I brought a pizza back, he gave me attitude, so I reluctantly walked through the uncut grass and around the small house to the back. I remember there was a shed and a little patio back there. In the patio, there was a table with 4 chairs surrounding.
There's nothing good back there! Honestly, at this point, I would just kiss this job goodbye. Like, you can get another one.
Surrounding it. In one of the chairs facing away from me, I saw the head of somebody sitting in the seat. I began walking over and said, "Excuse me," but the person didn't even move an inch. "Excuse me," I said again louder. Then from behind me, I heard, "Psst, over here." I turned around to see a man poking his head out from the corner of the house, looking at me with a crazed smile. "Come on, I want to show you something."
Wait, what?
Looking at me with a crazed smile. "Come over here, I want to show you something." I freaked out, turned around and ran around the house in the opposite direction.
Run!
For some reason, still holding the pizza.
There's a woman on the swing!
And got away from there. On my way back to the pizzeria, I pulled over to the side of the road and called the police. Eventually, I was informed that there was no sign of anybody having been in that house for a long time.
Oh,
I quit my delivery job
really?
a few days after that. I have no idea what would have happened.
Wait.
I quit my delivery.
Look how sad the boss looks! Oh, man. Business must be doing terrible. Never mind.
Job a few days after that. I have no idea what would have happened to me had I gone up to that man. But to this day,
you would have been the next main dish at his barbecue. That's what would have happened if you went up to him. Hands down! Aw, crap. Oh, hey, this is actually better. All right.
Still wish I just turned my head to see who or what was sitting in that patio chair.
His head came off. Somebody put it back on. Matthew.
It was during a blizzard in Valley Stream. I was getting paid $250 to watch some couple's kid while they went away for the weekend. His name was Matthew. This took place on the first night, which was a Friday night. Matthew was already supposedly asleep, while I was in the living room watching a movie.
What the?
I got a knock at the door, and looked at the clock.
FBI, open up!
It was close to midnight. There was no way I was opening it. Not even 10 seconds later, I heard the sound of 2 or 3 men angrily banging on the door, telling me to open up. I felt like my heart was about to stop. I took a peek through the blinds, and there was somebody standing right on the other side of the window.
Why? 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 Oh, my neck! Oh, my neck! Oh! 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 Ah! Oh! Ah! Oh! Why does that look like an animated version of someone I know? And no, I don't think I've ever seen him out the window like that. But anyways, why does this guy look like someone I know?
I fell back in fear, and after managing to get back on my feet, I ran to the kitchen phone first thing to call the police.
Ow.
They said because of the weather, it could take a while for an officer to get here.
Well, that sucks.
I was told to take the child and hide somewhere until an officer arrived. They wanted to keep me on the line, but I wasn't thinking clearly in the heat of the moment and hung up. However, it wasn't until I ran through the living room that I realized the banging had stopped. I took a second peek through the living room window. Nobody was there now.
Great. Oh!
I heard the sound of glass shattering from 2 rooms over.
Run!
My knees started to feel
Leave!
weak as I realized they had just broken the window and were about to climb into the house.
Leave!
I had to run and get Matthew. I couldn't
Leave
just leave without
Matthew!
him.
Leave Matthew! This is his problem!
Of course, when I got upstairs, there was no time left to run back downstairs, as I already heard footsteps and laughter
Just leave the house and leave Matthew.
coming from downstairs. I covered Matthew's mouth with my
Or better yet, get him out of that bed, throw him down the stairs, use him as bait. Then maybe they'll leave. Unless they're hungry for more. I know this is a live stream, but Chris, edit that out! Never mind.
hands as I ran with him into his toy closet. A few minutes dragged on to what felt like half an hour as we sat there in the dark closet. Matthew began to squeal as footsteps on the carpet
Shut up,
reached the outside of
dumbass!
his bedroom door.
Zip it!
There was more than one person. They came inside. There weren't many places to hide in this room. I was actually reflecting on my whole life, so sure I was gonna die. We heard the sound of a police siren outside, even from in the closet, and then I heard one of the men in the room mutter, "Oh shit." I opened the door back up as I heard at least 3 pairs of footsteps hurriedly rushing down the stairs. They didn't get far, as the police later found their footprints in the backyard, leading to our shed. There were 5 men in total, and they were all arrested.
Hey, they found Bigfoot! They found Bigfoot! Let me go back. Hey, they found Bigfoot! Oh my god, put him in a zoo. Don't put him in jail, put him in the zoo, man. He's too dangerous for a prison. Oh, what the? Anthony? Okay.
This happened when I was 15 years old. My best friend Anthony wanted me to come over for the night, since his parents would be gone all weekend.
Cool.
I rode my bike over and put it in his backyard before letting myself in through his back door.
Right.
We played basically every video game he had, from FIFA all the way to Call of Duty, with popcorn and other junk food spilled out all over the floor. As the night progressed, we moved from video games to watching half a movie and getting bored, to doing prank calls at close to 10 o'clock.
Oh, are you serious?
I made a few calls to
Another ad? Really? Get it off! Get it off!
pizza places. When it was my turn, I just dialed a few random numbers in hopes to get someone at their house.
I'm so sorry. I should seriously get ad block or whatever it's called. Crap.
On, say, my fourth attempt, I finally reached somebody.
Yay!
A guy with a deep and rough voice picked up, answering with a yeah instead of a hello. Anthony's laughing in the background made me stumble with my words mid-sentence, ultimately cracking up into laughter. I had never done a prank call, so I sucked at it. The guy on the other end was silent. I regained a straight face and tried to continue with the call. It went something like this. Sir, would it be alright if I borrowed one of the wheels from your car? What's your name, kid? My name is Bob. Really? You sure it's not Anthony?
Oh! Oh, no, you better...
Me like a brick. I looked up at Anthony, whose face was noticeably full of fear. I hung up the phone, not wanting to be on the line with whoever that was for another second. Anthony, who the hell was that? I asked him.
Who cares?
I don't know, he told me. Does your caller ID info display your name or something? No, it shows my dad's name. We hopped on the computer and did some research, trying to figure out how it was possible to get someone's name through their phone number.
Wait, what?
It didn't make sense how he could get Anthony's name so quickly. He was way too young at the time to be on any of those personal information sharing websites. We ended up asking a question on Yahoo Answers, since no one had a similar experience. The question turned up no answers. I suggested he call his dad, but he said he wasn't supposed to have anybody over for the weekend, so he didn't want to call.
Oh.
We planned on sleeping in the living room, so we just resumed watching the movie that we hadn't finished from earlier.
Okay.
Right after the phone call had left my mind, me and Anthony looked at each other when we heard his front storm door opening, and then the doorknob to the front door began to turn. It only was able to turn about halfway before the lock restricted it. Anthony turned off the TV, and I went over to the window to see who it was. I spread the blinds open. There was a tall guy standing outside. He noticed the blinds moving, and turned to look at me.
Oh, what the fuck?
I practically threw the blinds back into place. Me and Anthony hid in the kitchen, listening for any more noises. We heard the sound of the gate to the backyard opening, as it was right outside the kitchen window. God damn it, I said. I forgot to shut the back door.
Of course
Anthony urged me to run and shut it. I made it to the hallway leading to his back door, and froze. There was a silhouette standing outside the back door.
Oh no, you're dead! You're dead, bro, you're dead!
He opened the door
oh,
and
he's
stepped
in, you're...
inside.
Yeah.
I tiptoed to the kitchen and motioned for Anthony to follow me upstairs.
At this point, you just gotta stand there and wait for him, and while you're waiting for him, you just gotta bend over, like, all the way and kiss your butt goodbye, because, well, what's the point of running? He'll probably catch you. I don't know.
We made it to his room as quietly as possible, pulling the door shut to avoid making any noise. We crawled under his bed. He had cloth covering the bottom of his bed, so you couldn't see anything under it unless you actually moved the cloth. The doors downstairs all opened, each one getting closer to the stairs. Thumps finally began up the stairs, and he was right outside the door now. The door to the room opened.
Oh,
no! Anthony's breathing. It was too loud. Footsteps moved over to the closet, and then the closet opened. I could hear the coat hangers being slid around as the fabric of the jackets and coats rubbed against each other. Footsteps moved over to the bed and stopped. I felt like my heart was about to explode out of my chest. Anthony's breathing was too loud.
Are you serious?
I had to cover his mouth with my hands.
Are you serious? You gotta shove a brick down his throat or something. Yeah, a brick. That's what I was saying.
Nothing but silence in the room now. We laid still for so long, I almost thought he wasn't even in the room anymore. I moved my hand away from Anthony's mouth and whispered in his ear, "You think we can make a run for it?" He was about to answer when the most disturbing, memory-haunting scream I'd ever heard filled my ears as Anthony was seemingly dragged out from under the bed.
Oh, what the? Better him than me!
And saw him struggling with the man. I desperately looked around for anything to use
This
as
is
a weapon.
Anthony's problem, not
I
yours!
settled with the screwdriver sitting on his nightstand. I hurried over to the man and drove the screwdriver into his back. He let go of Anthony as he let out a scream of agony, giving us time to get the hell out of the house.
Good idea.
Running onto the road would give away our position too easily. It would take too long to make it to his neighbor's house. We dove for the tree line in the woods and took cover behind a bush, watching the house. The back door opened as the man stepped outside, looking around the backyard. He then looked out to the woods. I felt his eyes pass me as he scanned through the tree line. It seemed that it was too dark for him to see us. Then, he turned his head back in our direction. I ducked behind the bush. Joe, he's coming. What? Dude, get up, we gotta run. He was right. The man was approaching us fast. How could he have seen us?
I don't know.
We ran through the woods with the leaves crunching under us, giving away our position. When Anthony tripped over something, I crouched down with him, hoping we had run far enough. Not even 20 seconds later, oncoming footsteps from the direction we were running from came fast.
I told you
They
he would
slowed
catch
down
him.
only 2 trees away from us, as we lay face down in the leaves. Moments later, the footsteps take off in another direction. We waited until we could no longer hear them, and took off back in the direction of the house. While running, over the sound of leaves crushing and my heavy breathing, I could swear I heard leaves crushing from behind us.
Okay.
We made it back to his backyard, into his house, and this time, remembering to shut the back door. We were now able to call the police. Anthony stayed on the line with them, while I patrolled the back windows, making sure nobody was out there. It was so dark though, I couldn't see anything. So I did something that seems stupid today. I turned on his backyard lights, and immediately in the distance, over by the woods, I saw him, standing in front of a big tree. He turned off back into the woods and disappeared out of sight. That was the last time me or Anthony ever saw him. I would be lying if I told you we heard the occasional knocks at our windows or something cliche. No, that was it. 5 years have passed and nothing has happened. Do I wonder if it was somehow linked to the prank call? Maybe. Does it make sense? Not really. But yeah, this was the story of how me and my still best friend Anthony almost died during a break-in.
Welp. I think that's enough, scary for tonight. Man. Well, anyways. Yeah. This was my first ever live stream I did on the channel. Anyways. Let me see what I missed. Let me see. Hi. Hello. Hi, everyone. Yeah, I'm scared too. I was scared too. But it was awesome being scared together. Like, yeah. I got some time to kill before I have to leave, I guess, and yeah. Yeah, I'm scared. I was scared too. Very. Hey, GMosser AG, can you react to Godzilla vs. Monkey Part 1 and 5? Thank you for the recommendation. I'll check it out. If I have, trying to think. Yeah, if I have permission, I will, if I can get the guy's permission, then I will. Why am I stealing Llama Arts content? I'm not. I was just reacting for fun. I actually reached out to Llama Arts, and I actually reached out for permission. I heard he was one of those channels that were safe to react to. Like, I searched Llama Arts on Facebook. And I reached out to him asking if I could react to his content. Let's see if I can get it to focus. Trying to get to focus. I can't get to focus. God dang it. Wait, maybe if I turn down the brightness. It's kind of bright in here at this point. It's not loading. Shoot. Well, let me actually pull it up real quick. But yeah. No, actually I reached out on Facebook. Let me actually hold on, let me get it. And let me paint. Alright. Hold on, I'm pulling up the message and then I will show y'all the message so y'all can believe me. Like, yeah, I reached out for permission. Just gotta cover up all my other so hold up, let's see if I can stream this. Display capture. Alright, so if you guys see here, yes, I reached out to Llama Arts. Let them know that my channel is GMosser HD. Like, this is the right page, isn't it? Shoot, I hope it is. If it's not, then I better kiss my myself goodbye. But yeah, I reached out. For some reason it won't like show, but this is true. I reached out, man. Oh crap, sorry. Didn't mean to move myself. Didn't mean to move the webcam. But no, I wasn't stealing content at all. At least I wasn't trying to. Oh yes. Oh hey, glad you liked the Shrek video, man. I'm glad. Well, guys, that's a fake llama. Ah, crap. Well, I reacted to one of his videos before and it didn't get striked. Well, I'll reach out to him then. Well, anyways, I mean, I reacted to one of his videos before, so, and I didn't get copyrighted, so I heard he was one of those channels who were safe to react to. Well, anyways, yeah, what's up, Dark Pokemon? How you doing? How you doing, my friend? Be careful, it's a fake llama. Thank you, Rice Krispie. I'm trying to be careful. Yeah. I haven't done a live stream in like almost 2 years. Like, this is my first live stream I've done in a while. Llama only uses Twitter. Well, I will reach out to him then. Thank you. Or her, whatever. Yeah, her. Apparently it's a her. I didn't know that. That's cool. I always thought it was a dude because the narrator was a dude. I don't know why. I thought Llama Arts was also the narrator, but... Oh yeah, right, he's not. React to Meat Canyon. Rice Krispie? I already did react to Meat Canyon. If you go in my playlists on this channel, you will find them. I like the hip-hop music, man. And yes, I don't know if you guys can hear the music, but yes, I searched for copyright free.
Looking for...
Oh crap, that's an ad. Hold on. But yeah. But yeah, the music that I'm playing is copyright free. I actually used Twitter before. And, I used Twitter before, but I got bored. Nikocado one was so weird but funny. Yeah, I agree. But the thing about the Nikocado one, yeah, it was weird, but I feel like that was Meat Canyon trying to send a message to Nikocado because, well, the guy's destroyed himself, in case you haven't seen. Like, it's sad, man. Yeah, ads exist, I'm afraid. But yeah, I will actually reach out to him on Twitter, like, that's gonna be one of the first things I do right after I end the stream. But I've reacted to a video of his before, and I didn't get copyrighted, but just to be sure, because I don't want to be stealing content I don't want to be stealing content. I want to find channels that I can react to and channels who are okay with it. Not trying to steal content. So yeah. Wait, I don't know if you reacted to the regular show one, but oh my god, it made me so... The regular show. Should I? I could, I guess, sometime. Well, guys. So, whoever's here, I mean, I can see your names, but whoever's here, what do you guys think of the live streams? Like, do you like them? Should I do more? Like, what do you have to say? I'm interested. Because I decided to do this live stream for 2K special. Congrats on 2K subs. Thanks, man. Thank you. Alright, cool. Cool. I don't want to get copyrighted for doing the Tobey Maguire dance. If you saw the movie. I love them. Thanks a lot. I'm trying to read your username. Erdl? Thanks. This is my first time on your live stream. Yeah, you should do more. I like talking to people. Lol. Yeah, it's interesting, that's for sure. I've always been kind of an introvert, but you know, I don't mind. I don't mind it either. Oh boy. You should do more. Oh wait, I already read that. My bad. My bad. I already read that. But yeah. Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to point the... Anyways. Well, guys. I have... Wait, what time is it? Time for me to get a watch. Well... Why? Ads! No! You're a cool guy, though. Thanks, man. But yeah. Well, anyways, I had fun tonight. I will definitely do more of these in the future, especially if y'all are enjoying. So yeah. It was cool, man. I had fun. I flung myself around the room a lot tonight. I probably woke up my entire neighborhood. Tonight was good. I had fun. I hope you guys did too. Hey, is Mr. Nightmare... Nightmare Rudy, I don't know who that is. I'm sorry. Actually, wait, is that a scary channel? Let me look. Nightmare Rudy. Well, anyways, wow. Anyways, okay, I'm forgetting how to speak English. That actually happens quite often. My bad. Well, I don't know about quite... Well, never mind. It happens. It happens. Crap happens. Anyways, think it's about time for me to end the stream. Let me just turn everything off. Anyways, I think it's about time for me to end the stream. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm GMosser. Feel free to like and subscribe if you want to, of course. And let me know if you want to see more live streams. And good night! Ah! Oh! Oh! Ah! Ouch!